Hey, Slater Crusaders. Today's caucus day, so I feel like we should wrap up the show with one sort of big picture vision for the future. Now that, I guess this is officially the beginning of election season. I don't know when you want to declare that, but we'll declare it today. Geez, this sounds really bad. I'll put a positive spin on it in a minute, I promise. Things are going to get worse. I'll stop. What do you mean? Politically and culturally, things are going to get worse in our country. We're not even close to a rock bottom. We will look back on 2019 and yearn for its sanity. Right? We'll look back on 2019 and say, if we only had drag queen story hours in libraries, as opposed to, right, it's gonna get worse. Then we'll be like, oh man, at least back in 2019, we only had drag queen story hours in libraries, not in kindergarten classrooms, right? At least in 2022, we'll be dressing up kindergarten kids in drag. And we'll bring the drag queens into the kindergarten classroom. I don't know what 2020 is gonna bring, but we're gonna look back on 2019 as a walk in the park when it comes to our cultural insanity. Things will only get worse. We're not close to rock bottom. You know, the Democrats, they play this game that Trump is so mean and our political discourse, oh, boo-hoo. First of all, politically, remember we shared the story the other day? I forget why we shared this. Oh, we were making fun of the sergeant at arms when he walks in and goes, hear ye, hear ye. And we shared the story of, this is 1862. There was some senator from Delaware, and he called Lincoln a weak and imbecile man on the Senate floor, and the vice president told the sergeant at arms to remove this man. And the senator pulled out his pistol and pointed it at the sergeant at arms and said, let him do it at his own expense. Pointed it right at the sergeant at arms, right there on the Senate floor. Like, that would be newsworthy. News should break in on that one when that happens, right? We're pretty far from that. I remember, who was the guy who beat Charles Sumner, Brooks or whatever, beat him to a pulp with his cane right there on the floor. So we're not there yet. We've been there. We're way better, but we'll go back. Why not? Oh, we've progressed. We're so much better than that now, Blaze. Just an example, it's actually been a little while since we've seen some of this stuff, but this is just a taste. And it'll all get worse. Protests in New York City against police. They called it, I forget, I don't know what the official name was, but they called it like the 275 strike or something. They're demanding free public transportation. That's their big thing right now. So here they are at Grand Central Station. You get the idea. There's a lot of chaos. There's a ton of videos we can play. With a lot of swear words, so we're not gonna play them. But here's their official call to action video.
To all our friends, family, students, wage workers, teachers, musicians, transit workers, the Police 3 is coming, J31, right here in New York City. We encourage you to link up with your friends, your family, and think of the ways you can move in infinity to build and up on J31 all day long.
Oh. They look like a real nice group of kids.